let's play with a plastic welder. So this one's the Harbor Freight. They're very cheap, surprisingly effective. I've been playing with it quite a bit, and was able to fix quite a few plastic trim panels on cars, and I've been really impressed. So in the box, you get one plastic welder with tip. You get some of this mesh to melt into your workpiece and kind of give the plastic something to bite into. You get your welding rod repair sticks. You get this little stand for your welder to sit on. You get a brush and you get some instructions. Our workpiece is actually the ring light for the stand holding my camera right now. That piece broke off of that piece, and we are going to try to fix it. So let's get this back plate off and see what we can come up with. See if we can save this bad boy. This here is the best thing since sliced bread. I love these screwdrivers. These Weiras, go get you some. All right. Ooh, so that is also broken. We got like a little stand there, and that one is still in place. Let's get those off to the side where they're not going to be lost. And the plan is, now that we can reach in there, I think this circuit board, yeah, that'll just pop right out of the way. And we can get to both sides. Now, if I couldn't get to both sides like that, what I would suggest doing is notching this, just like a real weld. Put a groove right there. Take you a Dremel. In fact, we'll probably do that anyways, but we'll probably do that for the top side. Give you a little channel to get your weld in there. And then we are going to take some T50 1/4-inch staples, and we're going to lay them something like this. That screw in the back is in the way there. Kind of like that on both sides, maybe one in the middle if we can fit it, to kind of stitch this boy together and give it something to bite into. So we're going to take our cartridge roll and we're going to put that groove in there. Now I did already start this, but I was out of frame in the camera. So let's finish the job. Let's see. That should work real nice right there. Yeah, I like that. So we'll roll with that. Now this boy, before we turn her on, that's your size. You got an M6 1.0, and I use 40 long, but I just got some screws and I made some of my own tips. So this is the one that comes with it. And it's very useful. It does what it needs to do. It's handy in a lot of situations, but sharpen a little chisel point and kind of going soldering iron style on it is also handy to get into nooks and crannies and small areas. So that's what we're going to roll with. We're going to turn this on, let it warm up, and start out welding. All right, we are hot enough. So this is how these welding sticks come. I find it helpful to slice them down the middle, use tin snips, a bandsaw, whatever you got on hand. It cuts easy, and it's a little bit more, I don't know, it's easier to get in there. So let's move this aside. And one of the trickiest parts is getting this lined up where you need it. Oh, that wasn't too tricky. And then tacking it into place. So we're just gonna kind of melt a little bit. See if we can get it to stick long enough to take my hands away from it. There we go. All right, we're zoomed in and we're on the top side now. But what we're gonna do is just melt this rod with our tip a little bit and get all that goop in that crevice. But that's just gluing it together. You gotta work it into this piece and that piece. Kinda stab it in both ways, agitate a little bit, and make sure she's biting good. And this new material is in there getting to know the old material. So we're just gonna keep melting away, getting some globs on there, and then making sure we melt it into both sides of the crack. Just gonna keep working our way through it. That side, jump to that side. You can kind of see how this tip would be a lot easier than that one that comes with it. That one's kind of cumbersome. But the other tip is much better for heating it up and kind of prettying it and smoothing it to take some of your work out of it when you want to sand it if you want it to look pretty, or if you just want it to stick and don't really care what it looks like. We're just getting some of this material in there, not really caring too much about where it's sticking right here. And then we're gonna again melt it into both sides. Turn this into just a big old soup of hot plastic. finished product. We're back in business. We got a light again. Cool. Have you played with one of these plastic welders? If you have any tips, tricks, thoughts, comments, I'd love to read about them. Drop them below. And if you found this helpful, please give me a like.